this might seem like a trivial detail to start with, but I can't help but be curious. What was the conversation like regarding the change in color of Ciri's eyebrows?
I knew that was coming the minute you started. Well, I was the one who said, I'm so sorry, but if we are, which hopefully we will, get to do many more seasons, I am not going to have any eyebrows left if they are bleached every day of The Witcher. Like, they won't be there anymore. And also, it requires you spending however many months walking around in the streets looking like you are off Mars. So I genuinely had people stop me when I had the bleached eyebrows, being like, "Where are you from?" And like they were so curious because I literally looked like a little alien wandering around. So yeah, it was my choice. I said, "I think we're done with the bleached eyebrows. I think that was a bad idea." So yeah, ditch the eyebrows.
It makes
Well,
me
no, more added than I mean, just got my own usual eyebrows back. Yeah.
it makes me respect the character's look even more. The fact that you stepped up and asked for that on behalf of yourself, and that
Yes, well, let's just create the backstory that Ciri, meets Geralt and goes, "First thing we need is to dye my eyebrows, mate. Like, let's sort out the eyebrows." That's the backstory. Do you know what I mean?
totally makes sense.
They went in and they got some magical thing, and then boom, the eyebrows came.
Oh, I'd believe it. All right. How about getting to work with Anya this time around? Because you get all this time to get to know each other and grow close, but without ever sharing scenes together in season one. So when you were finally on set together, working together, was there anything about the way that she approached her work that really surprised you, even though you two knew each other well?
Yeah, I think she I was excited because obviously she nailed season one, and so I was really excited to get to do scenes with her, and she definitely gives a lot, which is so nice when you get that, because you have something to listen to and react off. And but I think she works quite differently to me in terms of she really likes to sort of like figure out the scene beforehand in terms of the where we're walking and stuff like that, and I'm more of a like I like the spontaneity of it, and sort of being left to find it in it at the moment. But so it was nice getting to see it though, because you can always take little bits from every actor, and actors will all work so differently that it's always nice to take little aspects that you like and you've learned and things. And she's a great scene partner, so it was so much fun getting to finally act with her. And we'd also built a relationship off screen beforehand, so we sort of automatically had that kind of trust with one another, which was nice.
So you like to kind of go with the flow. She likes to walk everything through. Where does Henry fall on that spectrum?
I mean, there's always a certain extent to everyone wants to sort of figure things out to a degree, because there's always stuff. There tends to often be things in that you need to discuss beforehand, or you need to work out changing a line or something like that. So there's always an element of figuring out. It's not completely like I'm just walking in, but I'd say I'd say Henry is I'd say he's somewhere in between. He's got such the difference with him in comparison to me and Anya is he knows everything about The Witcher. So what he brings is like, if there's a line from the book that he loves and thinks is appropriate for the scene, he will raise it and be like, can we include this? Which is very cool. So he's got that element to his work, which just that pure knowledge of The Witcher. He's just a Witcher Bible.
Sounds like an ideal trio, a nice balance of everything there.
Yes, exactly.
I will put up the spoiler warning for this so you could talk about it freely, but you just mentioned that some moments do require workshopping, figuring out a line or whatnot. Is there any particular scene that you really had to kind of like take your time to work through in order to get to the end product that we see?
Absolutely. That was a scene in episode 5 between Ciri and Vesemir in the lab. And just it goes on such a sort of like, the emotions of the scenes are just like goes from every she discovers a massive thing about her past, and then she's trying to say she wants to be a witcher, and she's trying to convince him to go forward with it, and he's telling her some really horrible there was so much happening that we really did sit down at the table and chat for a very long time about it. That was one of my favorite scenes to shoot, because not only do I learn so much of Kim and his way of working, but also he just offers so much. And and is so real. And yeah, I loved getting to do that. But there was a big discussion beforehand about it.
I was just talking to him about that moment. There's just like
Really?
such a range of emotional complexity, and there are so many silent moments where I could see the wheels in both characters' heads turning that I probably could have just sat there in that scene for an hour.
Oh, thanks. Thank you so much.
Genuinely mean it. And I congratulate you from the bottom of my heart. I love the show. Season 2 got even better, and I can't wait to see more.
Thank you so much.